We're in Cameron's new car. Question is, did he buy a Tesla?
I don't think so. Doesn't look like it, does it?
Definitely not a Tesla. Alright guys, welcome back to the vlog. Vinny with Lifted, Leveled, and Lowered. We're in Cameron's new car. Question is, did he buy a Tesla?
I don't think so. Doesn't look like it, does it?
Definitely not a Tesla.
It's fast like one.
Woo, buddy. There we go.
Hey, there it is. There it is. Sounds pretty. Teslas don't make that noise though.
No.
No, so what is it? That's the question.
What is it?
It is a 2017 V10 Plus Audi R8. And it is made of sex and dreams.
Sex and dreams.
The two things that I like the most.
Sex and dreams.
Besides coffee. I like coffee a lot.
I'm sweating profusely.
It is not ugly.
No.
Let me turn the air down. Even know how to
I'm very nervous. I get around really nice cars.
Don't touch that.
Yeah, I don't want to touch anything right now.
That's how I feel like hitting it, like China bull shop or whatever. Yeah, or bull and China shop.
Bull and China shop.
I don't know. Two things that don't mix.
So what's the power difference already between your V8 and this?
That car was like 340 something torque. Like that car was not that powerful. This car is 610 horsepower and something like 400 plus torque, and very, very fun. I mean, the sound alone is
the power, or the sound is sick.
It is a pretty sound. I'm a fan.
So you're happy with your purchase?
Yes. Yes.
And number one reason in your head you went with this instead of the Tesla?
12 grand more than the Tesla. Now this is used, but it only has 9,000 miles on it. But I mean, this is a Huracan pretty much. This is a Lamborghini Huracan with an Audi badge on it, considering Audi owns Lamborghini. So, I mean, you're pretty much buying a supercar for the same price as the Tesla. Now, don't get me wrong, that is not hating on Tesla. Tesla has what we talked about, all the features of a supercar, but this is, I mean, this thing definitely makes you smile every time you, just listen to it. Like, oh.
You know the first thing I noticed, the big difference? The shifting.
How fast the shifting is compared to my old car?
Yeah.
So my old car, I had a 2008 Audi R8 V8. And the cool part about that car was you get a nosedive in between each shift. So because it was a single plated clutch, just like an actual manual transmission, you still get that dive every time you shift it. This thing feels like Forza. Like it feels like a video game, and it literally, you click it and it's already in gear. It's so
It is
fast.
a dramatic difference. I didn't think it would be. He was like, oh, it's a big difference. I'm like, how big of a difference could it be?
Like that.
Huge difference. There's no like, you're not getting thrown through the windshield.
No.
And the other thing I really like,
and that was the cool part about the V8 though, right?
Yeah.
Like you feel like you're on a roller coaster. Although that guy in an S5 thinks he got some.
That's cute.
Bro, you don't. You don't got none. That's nice. Even his wife was like, no, that's cute. Makes me so happy. I love that sound. So the next question is, what do you do to a supercar once you get it? And most guys will say nothing, and I don't hang out with that kind of negativity in my life. So the question is, what did I already decide to go with? And I decided to go with a Fab Speed active exhaust, because nothing sounds more amazing than supercars. So why not wake your whole neighborhood up with the sound of a supercar? So that is the next addition to this, will be exhaust. So full exhaust, active. Cool part is they still have the valves, which means you can change the valves and the tone in this. So I mean, it allows you to pretty play with the car really well. But also, by the way, this is a 7-speed, not a 6-speed like the other one. So you have like just that extra gear to play around with.
Play with?
Yeah. To Thomas over at Mercedes of Bonita, not BMW, Mercedes of Bonita, because he used to work over at Audi, and that's where I met him originally. My car was in for service, and we just started talking about it, and I was like, man, I was looking at a V10 Plus in the showroom, and it was brand new, and he's like, dude, you should get it. And I'm like, oh, I came in for tires, and all of a sudden you guys want to sell me a new car. They always do that. But I thought it was super funny. So we ended up kind of running into each other at Mercedes of Bonita when I put in the online request about the car. And fun fact, yeah, he sold the dude.
Check out my guy in the Mercedes, checking it out.
What up? That's not his car.
That's definitely
not
his car.
detailer.
It's his sister's car. He's on your ass.
Yeah, but that's also a detailer car. Hey. You don't want that. It's a nice car though. That's a beautiful car.
Here's the other thing. For some reason, V8, you got looks, but I feel like it's a different look you're getting right now.
Well, this is a ridiculous car. Yeah, the V8, it was cool, but it's an old body. So I think a lot of people know, like, it's a cool car. It's a beautiful ride. It's more bubbly, where this looks like the Huracan. It's ridiculous. You know, the car is a spaceship. But the nicest part about this, I will tell you, is the interior, is the fit and finish in this thing. I mean, look, it has the matte carbon fiber. Everything in it is just, I mean, it's so well put together. And it is truly, that they just stopped in the middle of an intersection right there. Don't do that. See that, kids? Don't do that. Yeah, now he has to reverse because he's in the middle of an intersection. Literally, he's still in the middle of the intersection. Dude, that's a sidewalk you're on. That, you might keep coming back. Keep coming back, man. By the way, this is why you drive safe, and also, don't drive in Naples, Florida.
Tell us about the dashboard. And
so the dashboard, the one thing I thought was super sad when I got in it, there's no screen. And since 2008, I mean, they've had a screen here in the middle, but now everything is meant to be a driver's car. So you get the full-on management from here. So you can control everything in multiple ways. There's little buttons here you can control stuff with. There's buttons up here. Your start and stop now is here. It's not an actual key. And so, I mean, you get a bunch of really cool features with it, but the coolest part is you can actually have your navigation up when you actually are driving, so you can still have a speedometer, a tach, RPMs, everything. You can still have all of that while you're driving, and pretty much, I mean, it gives you every creature comfort you want. Meanwhile, you're just driving a supercar, no big deal. I mean, they thought of everything. That's the cool part. They thought of everything. So, gotta love Germans, right? They're killing the game.
All right, so here comes my part. Fat guy comfortability.
How do you like it? What's it at?
This is more comfortable than his other R8.
You said the funny part, he was like, the only supercar I've ever gotten in where I didn't want to squeeze my way out of it real quick. But this is comfortable, right?
This is extremely comfortable.
Well, I have a pretty wide back. I'm 230 pounds usually. Vinny is 395 pounds.
300 right now. Jerk.
About to be 285 lean, mean, cutting machine.
That's right.
Mexico.
250.
Mexico coming down. They don't even know it's about to hit them.
No.
But I will say that is one of the things I like, is being like a couple of cars I've sat in before. One of them was a CLS Mercedes, which is supposed to be a luxury car. The way they tapered the lumbar was nice, but the way they tapered the shoulder in, I felt like someone was pushing me forward. And I just don't think that that's the way I want to sit in a car for hours on end. So the fact that they have done a lot. One of the coolest features, man, you can tell they're up in the tech. You get USB ports like stock in here, and they actually light up at night, so you're not like trying to figure out which way to. Everybody knows the USB symbol goes up.
Hey, look what we got here.
Hey. Oh, my cousin. What's up, buddy? Oh, hey, they were looking.
Ooh.
They never looked.
Female driver supercar.
Beautiful. Beautiful car. That's all I have to say about that. Beautiful car.
And we're back.
Doing some Starbucks.
Let's get started.
Back to our regularly scheduled broadcasting. It's always good. Sorry, we had to enjoy the exhaust for a minute, you know.
I'm excited to hear what the new one's going to sound like, because this one already sounds pretty BA. Tell us a little about the other exhaust.
The exhaust by Fab Speed, though, it's an American company. They make really good products. I've had a couple of their different pipes on my cars over time, and a friend of mine, I finally convinced him when he had a 2012 R8 V10 to buy a Fab Speed, because he wanted an exhaust, but he didn't want to go with the Akrapovic, or, I mean, they're like $8,000. So, I mean, Fab Speed, you can get an exhaust from them for like $4,500 on average, $4,300. And they're really high quality made, they're handmade. The welds on them are stunning. They're absolutely beautiful. So it's pretty awesome to see a car like that be so, or an exhaust like that for a car that's very expensive, still be a reasonable price, you know, for what you're getting. Which, that, I mean, you look at some exhaust for Lamborghinis, 20,000, 25,000 for some pipes. Easily. It's insane. To me, that's insane. I mean, what you're getting, they're taking advantage of the person who's owning it, and I get why, because it's a very specialty vehicle, but pipes don't cost $26,000. So at the end of the day, they just don't. So
I hate to cut you off, but here's a question for you. Does this have like a silent mode on it now where you can quiet the car?
This is in sport mode right now, but you can, right here on the dash, or on the wheel, cut it in, and it still is a decent amount quieter, like, so you still, I mean, you can hear it, but then when you open it up, it's still, so there's a different sound to the car in general.
Now, will you lose that with the upgraded exhaust?
Nope. The upgraded exhaust has Fab Speed pipes, has the flanges inside the exhaust as well.
Nice.
So you get everything all included. They have an option where you can get a remote to change it. I didn't go with that because I don't need a remote. I'm the one driving the car, so just push the button. I think that's a really weird upgrade, personally, that you have a remote to change your flanges and your exhaust, the valves. I think it's, I don't know what it's called. It's called like the Valvetronic or something like that. But I did not go with that. I did not go with that option. I just went with the one that's a regular one. But just doesn't make sense to me. So, but yeah, I'm excited. They make an intake. They make a tune for it. Someday I'll go for the tune. For sure, but I am not going to go for the tune right now because I don't need it, and my car's under warranty, so I do not want to do that. Yeah, keep this car under warranty. But luckily Audi likes when people upgrade their vehicles, so even the exhaust on the car will not void the warranty, so, which is an awesome feature. By the way, the backup camera is right there. Everything, it tells you exactly where you're at, and it's ready, it's good to go.
Hope you liked today's video. Please like and subscribe. Cameron, got anything to say?
Like mine too. I don't have a YouTube channel, so one day, you know.
I'll post a whole bunch of links down for the car and pictures and whatnot. Hope you guys like it, and see you soon.